So here we go. I mean, this draft ended up being gnarless. Actually, I was a little bit surprised by that, given how much Rich likes to play it.
The opposite of gnarly.
Yeah.
It's very gnarless. I agree.
You know, it's a champion Rich likes to play a lot. He could have put the Nocturne mid, and it was still a possibility with, you know, no Jace being removed here from Nongshim. It started to feel like it was a little bit less likely, but looked a little bit shaky at first, but they rounded out so well. You don't feel so bad about that mispan at the beginning and how the draft was looking. As Senna that doesn't have a Thresh or a Kench, sure, but it's got a set.
Yeah, you know, all calculated, you can say.
All goes back to the set. Or even use a single Paranoia. Like, this draft kind of feels like it's not being utilized the way it was supposed to.
All right, well, this is going to be their first chance as the flash comes in from Rich. Gets that fear down, and there is no escape for Kana, who decides, nope, not even going to flash away from this one.
All hit. See if this ends up leading to anything. It seems very unlikely.
They really want to get value out of this Rift Herald. Rich and Peanut here to try to clear the waves. Equalizer about to come off cooldown. And this should get a charge as the cask is actually spell shielded. We got a one-on-one in the bottom side. Keria is just soloing Duckdom just like that, able to take him out.
Blasting Wand's available. He is ready to fight in this mid-game. Once again, let's see how this happens. Is this just another nope. He did not actually misinterpret the set health. He just got flashed on.
Duckdom flash, too, on himself.
I wasn't going to say anything, you know, I was going to try to be the nice guy here, but...
Nice play by Kellen, actually. That was, he really set that entire thing up, trying to punish the aggressive Rift Herald drop. Now, Nongshim are going to be able to get this as Keria dodges there, not able to get the phase breaker, but here we go. Faker is here, and Duckdom just hates his life because... Let's relax. Let's sit back.
Now, this is a very familiar situation with Nongshim where... Oh, okay.
Okay, this is one way to do it. There's a lot of damage coming out here from Rich, looking for the solo kill, but Kana splashing the right way, and now with Cuz coming up, they're easily able to isolate him.
Oh, Gory comes down here too, so another wasted teleport.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you can do with the Nocturne in the side lane. You set the Silas on the other side. You begin to... Okay, here's one thing. They go for it. The aggressive play. The stopwatch is there. The Equalizer got such incredible value as Rich tries to kill Faker, and he will. But he did have to flash for that one, going very deep under that mid turret. And... yeah, I mean, I like that they're trying to go for this. I do not like this positioning, as that's going to be the free kill onto Duckdom. Not sure what's going on with them on this Varus today. Just getting caught out over and over again, not expecting the Senna and Set combo to engage on him like that, but absolutely, he was there alone. They eat the free Varus, and they're going to go in for dessert onto this Baron as Rich looking at frontline, but Faker isn't having any of it. Gory is looking for it. The Equalizer is pretty nice. Faker is burning down, and he's going to go down to the Rumble. The Devourer comes out on the Gory, but look at the frontline. Rich is going to soak so much damage with that stopwatch. He's trying to get onto that backline. Not able to kill Kana, but there's so many low health bars on the side of T1, and Peanut is so huge on this Rumble. Frontlining, able to get into the Zonias. That was like the 6th one we saw in the fight. As now Kana is all alone. The lick will miss, but Nongshim will hit. They immediately are like, oh crap. And Nongshim played the fight out really well from there. It was essentially a 4v4. There were a lot of low health bars, but the Devour value that they got was pretty insane. Not to mention all the stopwatches that were used. As we're having another engage come in, Duckdom this time around, he's got his own stopwatch as he is going to get kidnapped, but this time around, he has his team, and he's able to fight front to back. Now, Gory was in the T1 lineup at the same time as Duckdom gets insane value from the brush, but Faker looking desperately to take down Kellen, and he will. And that is a big pick that could open up.
A little bit of an overextension here from Nongshim. We know Kellen gets picked afterwards.
Cuz almost died. Meanwhile, okay, here we go. We're pressing our buttons. We're looking for the Set. What does Set do best? He absorbs pressure.
He's a sponge.
He absorbs damage. Somebody make the Set sponge skin already. As you can throw everything. I mean, they threw so much in. They didn't use the Equalizer, though. As the follow-up cask and the Equalizer does come in. The burn damage is so huge. and Kana goes down, but the follow-up engage from Faker is good. They get the top 10s, but now Faker's all alone. The rest of his team is too low, and Nongshim win a big fight. They're going to be looking for this inhibitor.
Oh, and they might be looking for more than the inhibitor here, Valdez. Peanut has had so many games where in the early game, he doesn't pop off, he doesn't get fed, but he doesn't die. He does not make mistakes, he does not feed enemy laners. He plays a very passive farming jungle style right now. We've seen it on the Nilly, we've seen it on his Rumble, and later on in the game, he makes the big plays. This is another one of those big moments for him. And Nongshim, they're looking for more. Like I said, they might, if they have minions here, they might be looking to end the game. They're going to have to back off. But such a huge turning point. We had now two. You know, I really expected that it was going to.
Yeah, it's interesting to see just how insane this damage can be. The poke from, by the way, the Senna ultimate that gets stolen, the piercing arrows, the equalizer, very obvious. Look at this, deny on the back. Rich is up 3 levels on the Senna up here, as Teddy is desperately trying to get away. He will die. That's a pick right there. The set goes in. Keria sets up a massive play with this one, but the Rumble is still alive. Peanut is so scary, but they hold on to their inhibitor somehow with that engage.
Somehow, miraculously, the fact that Rich isn't here means they can help push this back, and I won't say what it all goes back to, but at the end of the day, they have a really nice engage there. The inhibitor survives.
And let's see, they're going to pull off of the Baron as Keria not able to find actually as he gets spell shielded. Nongshim are all over the place, but that is a massive equalizer separating Faker from the team, but it does not matter. He stands his ground and is able to stand up to Rich. They take out the Nocturne, but remember the old days of lethality Varus on red side. It's so hard to do Baron against
so
this.
hard.
You just get poked down. And I don't know if they can do it. I mean, they'll have to engage onto the Varus.
The scuttle here is actually super important because they have a lot of vision. They cannot clear that.
They have a lot of damage. They do have a lot of damage here. Maybe they can ignore the Varus.
Equalizer's almost up for Peanut.
Yeah, the equalizer will be huge, but it does not matter. The damage comes out from the Varus. There is the equalizer. It burns them down.
They're
Teddy
trapped.
has to get out of this one. Cuts finds a massive combo
play
onto the Rumble, but he dies immediately afterwards as the rest of the T1 say, no, we're too low. And look at that damage.
Look at the damage.
They have sustained with the Senna, but is it going to be enough? The Paranoia comes in, zones them away for now, and down will go the inhibitor once again.
Inhib is down, and Nongshim can just hover around this for a little bit longer. If T1 try to group around these chokes, if they try to group up and chase, with no vision here whatsoever. Look at the observers showing us how little information T1 have. You just die.
We're going to get to like a 60-minute game here. I mean, this is... You've got Elder 5v5, and they're just like, nope.
Rich has teleport and Paranoia. And Nongshim start this.
Okay.
They're going to try to punish Rich, but he should be able to get out of here.
There is a way for T1 to kill Rich and then 5v4 Elder, even against Baron. Rich is pretty fast, but he's not faster than this. He's going to try to... Okay.
Empress Device can block him.
Yeah, going in now, trying to make something of this. Looking to escape to the north side. He has a GA. He's going to go down.
Minions.
Yeah, look at the push on the top side with the Baron. They're going to take him down. They do it in quick amount of time, but this turret at least will go down, and maybe even the inhibitor as well in the trade.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Nocturne's one of your weakest parts of this game, actually, comp-wise.
Yeah.
So you're not actually too worried about losing him. Nongshim have to rotate over. They have to respond. They're backing right now. The timing is not good for Nongshim here. Not at all. Teleport coming through.
And no engage will happen. The Baron is available again. We got Elder in a minute.
Actually, T1 has positional advantage on this Baron once again.
Yep.
They're not winning this game from team fights. They're just winning it from smart rotations.
This is on vision. They don't seem to care. Gory has TP. Will he use it? The answer is no. The equalizer is here. No. Look at Faker's health bar. Can they get out of this one? The Paranoia is in, but nobody on the side of Nongshim wants to engage. Finally, they go on out of Cuz, but Rich is too low. Cuz, he's all alone, and I think they're going to get him. Down he will go, and in goes Gory all alone. They might be able to trade it back as Gory, I think, unfortunately for him, may have just thrown that lead, but the Chains of Corruption on Kana nearly kill him.
He's got a GA. He's going to survive for now. There's a lot of poke damage here. You know, in terms of the trade-off here, you lost your engage as both teams, really. I mean, you've got Gory and Cuz down, two of your best tools to actually hard engage, but the damage is still up for both sides. 13 seconds to go on this Elder Dragon. Because the damage is all up and all ready to go here for the side of Nongshim, they can actually rush this down so quickly. Keria, I think you need to be focused on something else in the red buff here.
And Set survived this one. the legend of Set. He actually will pretty easily. But look at the damage from the equalizer on Akana. He gets his GA popped. And now Nongshim, they might use that as an opportunity to wrap around here, try to get some vision. They're not going to start the Elder Drake, though.
Paranoia is up, so, I mean, this is a big opportunity if Kana does end up being isolated here to go in, but it's just so hard to actually kill him quickly enough before the rest of T1 collapses on the Nocturne who goes in.
Look at the lack of vision here. Neither team really knows where the other is.
Yeah, it's just completely blind. I mean, the fact that they have the Scuttle Crab is pretty massive for Nongshim if they do want to wrap around here.
Well, they're going to start it. There is a ward, though.
Nocturne's going to lose his Edge of Night for this. Definitely not what he wanted to happen. Fairly low cooldown on that, but still.
Man, they're just going to burst it. They say, get over here, T1. Fight us if you want to. Rich looking to frontline against Keria. And if you're zoning Set away, that's probably a win for the Nocturne right now.
Oh, this is so tense.
Okay, looking to turn on to Keria again. They're looking to just get onto Keria, but T1, they want the Elder Drake. And they're just going to go for it. The equalizer, though, is getting a lot of damage. They will move away.
Could be a 50-50.
And look at the trading on the bottom side. Rich is trying to get on in here. The Senna Shield comes in, and the 4-on-4 over the Elder Gory nearly goes down, but Duck Tomp kills Cuz, and that's the enemy jungle gone.
That means no smite here for T1. They're going to have to try to collapse on Rich, but I think it's too late. Keria's still alive.
This fight is still happening. Rich is going to get away, and the damage out of the Varus is just disgusting. 65 minutes in.
I can't see how T1 win this game anymore. I can't see it. Faker and Kana both have teleport, but there's 3 inhibitor turrets up, 3 inhibitors up. You can't try to make a counter play. And now you're going to have... So they have to back away, and this means Baron buff looks like it once again goes to Nongshim, but this time they're going to have 3 inhibitors worth of super minions to push with it. T1 are losing this fight so slowly in this game, and maybe a 71, 72-minute game that they lose, but it feels inevitable.
I mean, who knows, though? I mean, with the Baron and the double super minions in every wave, it feels inevitable. But if Nongshim die, if they lose all the champions and they can't push with the minions, if T1 take a team fight, they still can't win. It's not going to be easy, but you set up camp here at the Nexus turrets, and you say, okay, Nongshim, come into us and see what you can do, and maybe we make a last stand.
Yeah, this is what you have to hope for. But like I've said, many times T1 have won a few trades, and they've been able to win some macro exchanges, and they got that, that Baron earlier on. But they haven't been able to take any straight-up 5v5 fights yet, and this is going to be the hardest they take all game.
Okay, here we go. The poke is coming out. Keria's looking for the engage. Chains of Corruption go wide.
Teddy is practically able to auto-attack the enemy fountain.
That is very true. The push here with the Baron, you can see that still you're up against Azir. Azir still exists in the game.
So quickly, these Nexus turrets haven't taken any damage. They're going to start taking some now.
Hey, here we go, trying to get on top of the Senna. The equalizer does do good damage. Keria's looking to get onto Peanut in the back line, but it can't. And look at the turrets.
Nexus.
The turrets go down. You could just click the Nexus and end the game, and they will be able to do it in 70 minutes. Nongshim will win.
I'll spoil it already. I gave my vote to Peanut. The parts of the game that Nongshim started to take control of were on every single equalizer play that Peanut made, and T1 could not cask engage. They could not set up for a big Emperor's Divide. Teddy had range, but he couldn't actually get the damage done, and T1 looked lost around the 30 to 35 minute mark. It was like around the 50 to 55 minute mark where they actually started to maybe make a little bit of a comeback in the game, but they couldn't actually really pull off any 5v5 team fight past the, look at this comp. How much more aggressive could this be?
Yeah.
I mean, Paranoia. You have Killer Instincts.
What?
You have the Solar Flare. This is extreme long range.
He's just there with his hands in the air. He's like, what?
100%.
Yeah.
This is going to be another crazy one, I think, Valdez.
That's what we like to hear. Let's get the action started from the get-go. Game number 1 started a little bit slow. And then we really slowly ramped it up into just this monstrous bubble of a game, which was awesome to watch. Don't get me wrong. So,
it all goes back to how. Once again, we're going to see an aggressive Rumble gank here onto a Set who is slightly overextended, but not really that far.
There's the stun. I think the damage is enough. Flash comes in, and Cuz
in lane, you'll always spam.
Oh, we got a trade up here. Rich is going for it. The flash comes in, and this is a solo kill. Rich. It's pretty uncommon to see from Keria. It might not matter because it's 4v2 down on the bottom side. Rich has teleport. He will use it down on the bottom side, and this dive is not good. They're able to get the teleport and get out, though, which is not half bad. They need to use some time to get down here for the gank, but at least they don't.
Bottom turret is gone. Rich was very far forward. He does react very quickly here. We'll just have Teddy and Keria trying to get a further lead here. Some additional plays.
Trying to punish Keria, but Rich, maybe did he go too far? The kill not quite coming in, but Kaisa's able to get that execution. And now we have the Paranoia follow-up. The Jinx has to flash away. And this is what Nongshim's comp does. You find enemy champion, and you engage on them. You press all your buttons. Look at this.
Peanut's here.
That's a really great stun.
Oh, that was so beautiful. Blind two over the wall just in case he was there. It's not over yet. Peanut once
still
more.
On the chase, and there it is. He's got Probell. Easy peasy flash on over. You got to be careful about the Viego, but you still got so much value if you're Nongshim in that top side fight.
So much extra gold. They actually pull ahead. They take a gold lead, and they're going to get an extra plate here, it looks like, potentially.
Okay, big fight here in the mid lane. But the grit is there, and the haymaker is huge. The solo kill.
Close that last gap.
All right, let's see it.
I mean, he stays here and keeps trading because he's got Dominus, but, like, this is just a miscalculation. Like, just straight up. Like, nothing else to say about it.
Does Gory say anything? Nothing. Does Peanut say anything?
Peanut does. I would have actually rather watched Faker's face in that moment, to be honest, because it's been so long since we've actually had a real fight or a kill. We got to watch this.
Nice. Yeah, go back to the mid lane. This is definitely what we want to see. The Heartbreaker will be denied, by the way.
Here comes Peanut.
Here we go, just jumping on in. Duck Tom is looking for the engage, but he went a little bit too far. He's going to be burst down, and now Rich is in the enemy jungle all alone, not able to do anything. Down he will go, and now it's a 5v3 in favor of T1. Nongshim, they are desperately looking to pull the triggers at any time possible, and they get themselves in trouble for it.
Yeah, and it almost felt like if Nongshim won that fight by the turn we saw that was really similar to what happened on the top side of the map. I was going to say, I mean, it almost like goes back to what I was going to say and explain why T1 was behind in the first place, is fights like this, but this time it goes way better, right? Nongshim are not ready to pounce and actually punish as quickly with their comp this time when the death sentence comes through. They're going to group around this Baron, but they don't have the firepower to stop this.
No control wards either. Okay, there it is.
There's one.
And the one does come down. Will we have any
Peanut.
steal from Peanut? Can he get it? No. That was down to like 24 health, but not quite able to get any kind of steal.
Peanut is famous.
As Nongshim, they're still very confidently pushing into T1's jungle, even though the equalizer will come down here. Here's the follow-up from Kellen. He's going to disappear. Now that Diana goes in, has to smite to survive. And I mean, I suppose the only positive thing you can say about this for Nongshim is that they're buying time.
Remember,
but T1 are just absorbing this, and they're getting kills, and they're catching up.
Remember what you said about Leona being a win more, and how it doesn't look the same when they're behind? Well, after the second time Kellen makes a mistake here, being over-aggressive, I think we're going to find out what it looks like when you're behind, because T1 are now massively ahead in this game. Nope. They have vision advantage here around the pit itself. T1 are going to have to try to push mid, try to find something else. Get a little bit of prio before they collapse in.
It's a great forward ward from Kellen.
Rich's position is so good here because he can basically be anywhere.
Yep.
With his paranoia.
They're looking for Gory, who is just going to engage, gets into that back line. Nice base breaker as here we go. They're diving on in, and it is just immense damage into that back line, and this is exactly what we were talking about. They get on top of Teddy. He will go down. Baker is going 1v4, but it is not going to work out. It's not a clean ace, but it basically was, as Nongshim crushed them in the fight.
I'm going to have to watch that one on like times 1.25 speed to actually see who got picked first, but I think it was Keria. Just looking at death timers, it was the one who was collapsed onto when Gory goes in.
There it is.
Rich actually collapses. There's 1,000 kills for Peanut.
Congratulations. A huge honor. Peanut joins the upper echelon.
First exclusively jungle player to actually make that happen. As let's watch this one more time, because Gory is on the side here. Like I said, Rich can come in at any time. They collapse into Gory. He showstoppers in and actually looks for the angle here on the left side. You see the paranoia come through, and everybody gets clumped up here, but guess what? Set loves this!
Imagine being Jinx.
Imagine being Jinx. Imagine being Thresh even. Who cares? Like, Teddy's on the side here going, okay, well, I hope I can maybe help finish off these targets. Please help me, Faker, but no, not to be.
How am I supposed to play the game?
Like, set Diana.
이겼어.
So incredibly strong. You can't actually group up like this.
카이팅해. 나 존냐 있어.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, he's
let's
just yelling to keep fighting because he has Zhonya's.
Yeah. The idea is like, okay, you got like 20% health there in like 3 seconds.
Plus two Ocean Drakes on top of it all to help heal him up. Ocean Drake value in the late game against the Rumble is so good, actually. Because oftentimes the Rumble will just kind of continue to use that later on because the cooldown's so low, but you can heal back through.
Look at what's happening in this game now. I feel like that game, they crushed T1, and they crushed their spirits entirely. Will they make a stand? Will they have any hope of winning a team fight here? They're going to let all 3 inhibitors go down.
Defensive paranoia here. It guarantees the 3rd inhibitor. And now the ball's in Nongshim's court here. They can back off.
They're TPing in.
If anybody dies here for T1, they win the game. But I think they might maybe force this back off. Rumble does have his equalizer back up. Faker's going in.
Okay, equalizer does nothing. And there's the engage. The Diana goes in. The hook is good, though. Nice. Zhonya's, but Peanut might be in danger. And there's the set engage once again. Everybody tries to press their buttons, but the damage isn't enough. They're kiting back very well. And they're actually finding a way to win this one. The death sentence onto the Kaisa. T1 might have done it. They're able to get 4 here in the fight. And that is massive for trying to come back in this game.
Certified Clown Fiesta, I think, is where we're at right now, Valdez. But you can't stay that long. You said the equalizer does nothing. It did very little damage, but it trapped the members of Nongshim in the... I know him pretty well. I think he would definitely approve. He might be watching right now. You never know. But anyway, now we're seeing a group up here for Nongshim. Once again, they still have those 3 inhibitors of pressure. So even though T1 win the fight, like they're still on dire straits.
They run it back. They have 2 lanes pushing. Dead Sentence misses. The engage comes in. He gets the stun on the Duck Dom, but there in goes the set. And this time it's looking a bit better, although Teddy is still alive. Still trying to kite back, but he finally goes down to the Nocturne. And that might just be it, because though he still has full health, they're trying to kite down onto Gory, as they're actually not able to break the base here. Down will go the 2 turrets, but that is it.
But T1, they're permanently on their base now, Valdez. You're not going to be able to leave.
Oh, boy.
They actually might even be able to collapse in here and take down the Nexus.
Duck Dom's here. He's looking for it. The Killer Instinct, he finds it, and he's able to get it down, and he's just going in. He doesn't give a damn right now. He's looking for the win, and he will be able to secure it. Finally, at the end here, Duck Dom shows up in a big way, and they're able to turn down all of the members of T1. Even Kellen survives as the Nexus goes down, and the 2-0 is secured for Nongshim.
Yeah, there's still a lot to improve on, but if you're a Nongshim fan, you've got to be so happy with their performance in not just this series, but all season long. This looks like a playoff-ready team, and if they can continue to improve in a long...
much, guys, and Nongshim picks up a 2-0 win after a very long series. So I'm here with Peanut, Guri, the POGs on the side of Nongshim Red Force. Congratulations. Thank you. Peanut, this was not an easy victory. How are you feeling? When we won Game 1, I had this confidence that we will, win the series because it was a very long game. So if we get to win this, we're going to win Game 2 as well. So I'm happy that we're able to make it come true. Gori, this is the first 2-0 victory for Nongshim as well. How are you feeling? It was 2-0, but Game 1 was too long. It feels like we played 3 games. I'm so exhausted right now, but I'm glad that I was able to take down my former team. Speaking of game number 1, you guys, there was 6 Barons, 3 Elders, even our graphics wasn't ready for the post 60-minute game. So when was the moment that you felt so confident to win? I think never. I was so nervous throughout the game, especially Faker's Azir was getting so fed, farming up all the minions in their base, and they were able to buy so much time. So I was so uncertain. It was a very slow race, but we made it. Peanut, in the player comm, you actually told the players to focus up. So tell us about it. How are you able to remain concentrated in a very long game? Well, I have played a lot of games. I also you know, take a lot of time to, you know, exercise and work out. And the reason I told my teammates is because game number 1 shouldn't be that long, you know. We were able to close out games, but we kind of flipped the ball and, you know, we were not able to connect that into a victory. So I wanted to alert my teammates. However, game 2 actually ended pretty fast with multiple solo kills. So what was the feedback about? The main reason that we had a long game in game 1 is mostly about my mistake. And about the solo kill, it was because our top laner and mid laner played better. So Peanut, also, were you aware that you were gonna be having your 1000th kill? I mean, I heard it right before the game, but after the match, I realized that I made it and earned it. And yes, you are the first jungler that only played jungle role to pick up 1000 kills. I'm only 24 in Korean age, so I kind of realized that I played a very long time as a pro player. And, you know, going to Worlds used to be my goal, but this time around, I really want to win another title. I really want to win one more title before I retire. Peanut has set a new goal. And Gory, you told, do you have any celebration message over to Peanut? I don't think I have like 100 kills, so I really want to say congratulations on getting 1000 kills, and I hope I can extend my career and also earn my 1000 kills in the LCK. Gory, I want to ask you about your set. You are 4-2-0 on that set pick. We had support set as well. Do you think set is a high priority pick right now? This is a 3-way flex pick, you know, other than jungle and AD carry. So yeah, I think it is one of the significant picks. Some are saying you have to delete this champion. Some are saying set is just too OP, just take it. Which side are you on? Well, there was an update with the Strike Breaker on the live server. So I think Seth will lose his power later on. So I think if you wait until the upcoming patch, you know, Seth doesn't really need to be deleted from League. In the end of Game 3, after you guys raised all 3 inhibitors, you guys almost lost the game. You guys almost got aced. So how are you guys able to go in so aggressively, even with the turrets up around the Nexus? I thought that was the right timing to, you know, throw a shot. We're not too afraid to, you know, go in for something like that because we always have another chance. So we wasn't really hesitating. And in the end, you guys did make it. And Gory, we had some ceremony from you after the Game 2 victory. What was that about? Before we had the group shot, the photographer came to me and asked if you want to do any pose. And that was the thing that came to my mind. So I was like wondering like which pose would be cool, and I was like, I did it before, so nothing really special behind it. And your next opponent will be Frederick Brion, who just took down Damon Kia yesterday. Because they defeated Damon Kia, quite, you know, nervous. They might be stronger or weaker than T1, but we will do our best to pick up another 2-0 win. Frederick Brion, who just took down Damon Kia, I think we have to be alarmed. I'm not feeling well these days, so I think I have to take care of myself and prepare for the upcoming match. And I have one more thing to add. About the 1000 kills, I want to just make a shout out to all the fans, my former and current teammates who've been, you know, staying with me all together for my professional career. So I want to say thank you, everyone. A very warm message from Peanut to everyone who has been with him from the beginning to his milestone as a jungler in the LCK. And this will be the end of the interview from Gory Peanut from Nongshim, and back to our casters. Thank you.